What did you say to them at half-time then, for that turnaround?
Well, even that, I think for large parts of the second half we weren't particularly at it either. But the ultimate message was we were far from good enough individually. You look at the goals we conceded. It's about to take nothing away from Hanwell, because on another day they win the tie. They played really well. I thought they had a constant threat. I thought they were brave. It was well, for the neutral, it was a great cup tie. But from our perspective, we were lacklustre. We were slow. We were reactive. And we got deep. And we were quite one-dimensional in terms of what we did with the ball. And all the good things we've done of late, and late now extends to 7-8 games. I think we're unbeaten, including pre-season games. It wasn't there. And you can have bad games. You can have bad games as a team and as a collective. And a lot of them did have bad games. And despite the result, a lot of them still had bad games. But just say, look, we're better than what we've shown. This we gave them a really brief directive on how to get back into the game, but that's all good and well. It's on them for them. They're the ones who've got to go and apply it, and with a bit of luck as well, we got there.
Must be happy with the second half though, even if it wasn't as good as the standards you set.
Yeah, he scored 4 goals. Scored 4 goals in the second half. So, yes, obviously I'm happy. I'm delighted to be in the next round. And cup football, that's all that matters, really. It was a braver second half performance. There were still elements of it we didn't like. There was elements where there was a good period where they were the better team. There was a good period where the game was in neutral. But I'll be nitpicking if I came away and said, if I wasn't delighted. So
Kingsley seemed to be a bit rusty, but he definitely got into the game and had a strong finish.
He did, and he went on actually longer than we thought he was going to, because he hasn't had a lot of football now for a number of weeks. He played 60 minutes at Step 5 last week, and then he obviously came on for a couple of minutes on Tuesday night in a real tough game where he didn't get much of the ball, if any. We know Kingsley's attributes. He said to him at half time that you're not always going to get the ball where you want. You need to adjust your position, do X, Y, Z. But physically, he's so quick and so powerful. He is the last man you want to be seen as a fullback, and he showed it.
In the second half, you brought on 2 subs at once with Webb and Joe Gator. What was the thinking behind those 2 substitutions?
We want to get higher up the pitch and wanted more energy. So by dropping Dom in, that allowed Webby to come in and go hunting the ball, just to compete more for seconds. And Gator as well. Gator, is very good aerially, physically strong. Right, okay. But again, rather than allowing centre midfielders to come back in and do a lot of heading with the ball, you've got someone who's big and powerful who can go through, and you're confident he's going to go and win the ball. You can get higher up the pitch, and that's what ultimately you did.
Were you happy to not see any red cards today compared to the last 4 games? 9 and 4.
It was a good competitive game today. I don't think there was any real tackles in there that warranted any straight reds. Yeah, there's always going to be, when people are on yellows, there's always going to be gamesmanship. They did it, we do it. I'm not for a minute going to say my players are angels, because they're not. But no, it was good to see 11 v 11.
For the first round, only 2 wins away. Is the dream on? Do you think you can get that far? So obviously, it's where the big teams come in.
We take it game by game, and I know that's cliche, but it is. There's no point in getting excited. I just want to play football. So and sometimes I think when you overthink things and you make an occasion of things, it can become mentally draining, and you don't go and perform your best. We want people to be, we want the team to be in the right frame of mind, which for me is relaxed, confident. I think sometimes when you build up the occasion too much, is you build yourself into a frenzy, and ultimately you forget all the key things that you've done in order to get to where you are. And obviously we'll go home on the Monday, we'll be excited for the draw, and whoever it is, we'll take them on their merits. Hope for a home tie, because I think at home we're a match for anyone. And if not, then we'll go make do, and we're pleased we're there.